How do I level herbalism? In addition to our 0 to max skinning video, today we'll be going over how to level herbalism for every expansion. Let us begin. Starting off with vanilla herbalism, we'll want to make our way over towards our capital city and learn the base skill for herbalism. This can be found easily by speaking to any of the guards within the city if you are not sure where they are. Then you'll want to head over towards the zone of Fellwood. Here we'll be wanting to farm for the herb Grom's Blood. This is done by flying around the zone, picking up any herbs you come across. This is the longest grind for herbalism, and as such it is wise to do this farm as Grom's Blood farming is one of the most profitable on average, and thus we will be able to make additional gold while we max out this skill. Then moving into TBC, we'll be wanting to head over towards Thralmar or on a hold within the Hellfire Peninsula to learn Outland Herbalism. After this is complete, we'll want to be farming in the zone of Terakar Forest. Here we'll be flying around the edge of the zone for the herb Terracone. This, among other TBC herbs, make it a great spot due to the density of nodes, making it one of the fastest ways to level this profession skill. Though the TBC herbs don't always go for a decent amount of gold, hence why we need more density to just get this done. Making our way into the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, we'll need to first learn the herbalism skill of Northrend Herbalism within Dalaran before we make our way into the zone of Sholazar Basin. Sholazar's density of nodes is by far one of the best in regards to maxing out Northrend Herbalism. Most Wrath herbs don't sell very well, and the prices on average are typically lower than normal, hence why a higher density is needed to blast through the leveling skill. Then we jump over towards the Cataclysm expansion. We'll need to return towards the vanilla capital city to learn Cataclysm Herbalism. Then we'll need to head over towards my most favourite gold farm in the game. This is the Whiptail farm within the zone of Uldum. This is not only a great gold farm, but also can be used to level your kata skill much faster due to the vast amounts of Whiptail alongside the riverbanks. Items of note will be, of course, Whiptail and Volatile Life, which can provide some great gold returns for just leveling up your herbalism skill. As for Mists of Pandaria, we'll need to first learn the Pandarian Herbalism. This is done by speaking to Grower Mayo within the Jade Forest at coordinates 27.8 to 15.6. After you have learned this skill and staying within the zone, you will need to fly around the zone for the herb Green Tea Leaf. This farming route and all others that I am talking about today can be found within the Worth It add-on for ease of use if you do not know how to farm these based materials. If you do not know how to farm these, then this resource is just as easy as a one-click download for you. As for the expansion Warlords of Draenor, we will not require speaking to an NPC to learn a skill. However, this is done by actually herbing within Draenor. As you see, you will gain a recipe once you pick your first herb. Head over towards Tanan Jungle. Here we'll be wanting to do loops around the zone for all WOD based herbs. The density of this zone is much greater than the other zones, and hence why I've chosen this for leveling, much like the Wrath herbs. These herbs do not sell for all that much gold thanks to the garrison, and blasting through this is the better option towards leveling the skill. Following into the Legion expansion, we'll be wanting to make our way over towards the Broken Isles Dalaran. Here we'll be wanting to learn the Broken Isles Herbalism. Then we'll be wanting to level each rank for each zone. There are 5 zones which can be herbed. These are Ethereal in Azuna, Dreamleaf for Val'sharah, Foxflower in High Mountain, and Fjarskagal in Stormheim, as well as Starlight Rose within Suramar. Along with herbing in each zone, while your skill increases. You will also receive quests which should be done upon obtaining. These are to increase your ranks with the given herb that you receive it from. These are to increase your ranks with these herbs, giving you more herbs and materials after completion, which is a must for all gold makers. Much like the Legion expansion with herbs, in the BFA expansion it is much the same. However, we will first be wanting to learn the herbalism skill from either Zandalar or Borealis, and then proceeding to make our way towards Tiragard Sound. The reason behind this is that the zone contains all BFA herbs, excluding Akunda's Bite, which means you'll be able to learn nearly all of the ranks just by herbing in this zone, further decreasing the time it will take for you to run back and forth to complete these quests. And to round out these ranks, you will need to make your way over to the zone of Vol'dun to get the last rank, which will be for the Akunda's Bite, which is the last rank you need before making your way over towards Nazjatar. Once you have reached 150 in BFA Herbalism, we will then need to make our way over to the Horde or Alliance base camp within the zone of course, Nazjatar. Here we'll want to learn Xenanthid Herbalism rank 1, and then by farming for a bit you have a chance of a 0.3% to obtain the germinating seed, which will spawn the carnivorous lasher. However, I do have an in-game guide with my add-on Worth It guides walking you through this process, which to make it a lot more easier for you guys to actually get this done. And lastly, rank 3 is learned by simply farming until the drop for the rank 3 occurs. This can be within around about 10 minutes towards an hour, depending on how lucky you are, as it is RNG based for rank 3. Rounding off this guide, we will be wanting to make our way into Oribos within the Shadowlands. Here we'll be wanting to speak to the profession trainer in the city to learn Shadowlands Herbalism. Then once this is complete, we will need to grind out this skill to max. My personal pick for me would be Maldraxxus, as the density of nodes and a good gold per hour would be my best option. This is also made easier with the farming route being more of a circular motion, making the grind far easier to complete, and with a ton of Marrow Root and Death Blossom around this area, you should be able to max out this skill within no time. Other than that, guys, that is my how to 0 to max your herbalism skill. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.